1inch. Now, 1inch's actual usage is good. Kind of price action doesn't really make sense. I'm going to take a look at what's happening with the token, but we're going to talk about the actual what it is and the underlying stats, because the underlying stats, again, are pretty good here. Odd one. Now, before I get into it, if you're new here, this spreadsheet shows the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. In the videos, I showed myself buying up all of these cryptos. These were coins I thought could do very, very well and make a lot of money. Now, you can see what they're all worth when I recorded my videos, and these are the highs these cryptos hit around about 16 months on. These are what your profits would have been if you'd have popped $100 into these coins. 100 into each in that time would have made you a little over 123 grand. Now, you don't have 16 months. We're in a bull cycle right now. We're going to see Bitcoin at new highs. We're going to see altcoin season kick off. And if you're not happy with the coins you own or you don't own any cryptos, get on to copymycrypto.com and have a look at the site. That's the site I run where I share every single coin I own with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the coin that I'm going to be buying or selling and the price that I'm going to be buying or selling at. So my members get in and out of cryptos at the same price as me, which means they make the same profit and they don't have any work to do at all. If you go onto my site, you'll see some of the profits my members have made. You can also see some of my past successes, which are all public record. If you go onto the old videos on this channel, you can verify everything that you see. And if after doing that, you like what you see and you want to hear more, you want to hear about the coins I think are going to be the big winners of the cycle, like I predicted with Phantom in 2020 when literally no one was talking about it, all you've got to do to find out about any of the coins I own is join up on the site. And 1inch. So look, 1inch has been around since 2021. Obviously, it was an airdrop, very similar kind of premise to what ended up happening with Uniswap. And it did okay. You know, it went from kind of lows of about 88 cents to highs of over $6. In fact, it was just shy of $8, $7.87. Now, 1inch itself is a DEX aggregator. Now, what this means is basically like almost like a comparison website. You know how in a comparison website it goes through all of, say you're trying to get car insurance as an example. So you put in all your like the details about yourself, and then these comparison sites will draw through all providers and show you the best options. That's what 1inch does, except for DEXs. If you want to do a swap, it goes through all the different liquidity sources to give you the best possible rate. And realistically, that's actually a very, very good idea within the crypto space. There's a lot of retail users that won't necessarily know every possible DEX. This is a perfect solution for speed, right? And there's probably better ways of, realistically, there's always a better way of finding a good price. You know, usually it's going direct to the source. However, most people are not that familiar or not that bothered enough to maybe save a % here or there. So an aggregator has very, very, very good use cases here. And since 1inch got up and running, did really well. You know, in 2020, they raised 12 million in funding from Pantera, Parafy, Blockchain, Nima, and it was done through a SAFT agreement, well, a SAFT sale. Then they did a second series where they raised 175 million that had, you know, Jane Street, Amber Group, Van Eck, Fembushi, Alameda, Celsius. Now, obviously, those two are dead, but, you know, good names behind it. It was founded by Sergey Kunz and Anton Bukov. I think I've said that right. I hope so. Both have good experiences in development, of course. They began entering hackathons together. They won a prize at a hackathon in Singapore, as well as 2 major awards at ETH Global. Yeah, very, very good resumes. You can obviously look them up. So what makes 1inch unique? Well, it's the first aggregator of its kind. We didn't actually have anything like this until they came about. And again, as a use case, I think this is bloody good. It's bloody good. They've got good DeFi solutions. They've got their own wallet as well. It's not overly complicated. Anyone that's used a DEX before will know how to use 1inch. You know, it literally just goes through I don't know why I bothered typing that. For God's sake, just let me type in ETH. Right. So what you do, once you connect your wallet, it will trawl through all the possible sources, and it will find the best conversion price for you. Very, very straightforward, not complicated whatsoever. They have a DAO as well, where you can stake. So you stake your 1 inch, you delegate your power to start receiving rewards. You can see which resolvers have the highest power. You can see the APR that you will end up getting. Very straightforward. Again, easy to earn on the side while you're doing that. This is the snapshot thing. So this was based off of... there we go. One sec. So where's this gone? So these are the proposals. Sorry. So these are the votes for governance. So engagement of new legal counsel for 1 inch DAO, including the 1 inch straightforward. Okay. Statistics wise, good. Okay. The analytics here are good. So on a 30-day window, you have about 300,000 unique active wallets that interact with the DApp, which is not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Around 1.3 million transactions, so that's not great. But in terms of volume, around 7.6 billion. That's pretty good, right? Yeah, on a 24-hour window, you're looking at 24,000 active wallets, only about $150 million in volume. Now, the reality is look, volume-wise and transactions-wise, not amazing. Okay, the reality is that we see DEXs around doing billions on a daily basis. Uniswap will do 2 billion, between 1 and 2 billion across the day. Solana's DEXs, whether that is Radium or, as right now, Orca, but they'll combine do around a couple of billion as well. We've had a re-emergence of Binance Smart Chain since CZ started talking about it. So PancakeSwap's been doing a lot of volume. And this could be the thing. Like, realistically, we should be seeing numbers on 1 inch that are better than this. Because, again, from a use case, it's bloody good. The use case here is wicked. It saves people a lot of hassle. People that, a lot of people in general are kind of lazy in terms of in terms of finding the best prices, in terms of searching around. So they want to find the best prices with minimal work. That's what an aggregator is. That's what it does. So it has huge use cases. And again, over the course of their time, 22 million different users have used it. The problem is you get people that use it once in a while, but there's not that consistency. And so overall, the job really from 1 inch is just to increase the user base that to a degree where they are regularly using it. The more usage they get, the better. We will see the price correlate pretty closely with usage increasing. So the job from 1 inch is give people a reason to just use them every day. If there is a guy that's constantly using Uniswap, give him a reason to use 1 inch. Whether it's just if there's someone doing 100 trades a day on Uniswap, you've got to that's the kind of customer you've got to get onto 1 inch. So give him a benefit, whether it's like an airdrop, something like where there is a tangible benefit for swapping your normal pattern of trading to go into something like 1 inch. If the team do this can rally. Now, I think the price action has been horrific, so I'm not convinced this is going to have an amazing year. I think realistically, we're probably looking at a best case scenario for 1 inch of about $1 because right now, people are still going to the source for their swaps. So there needs to be a shift in kind of business model here from 1 inch. And if their business model is that they get users by giving users a benefit, and I don't know how they have to do that, whether that is, whether that's like maybe even just removing some of the funds from Treasury and giving that as an airdrop to anyone that's a user of a certain volume or something. But if that can be implemented and you get a user-based growth, the price will grow. There's no doubt about it. I think best case scenario is $1 just because it's dropped off a cliff. Otherwise, because honestly, this to me, 3-4 years ago, I thought this was going to be a proper mainstay in that top 100, and now I struggle to see. I struggle to see the price appreciating. Like I say, I'm kind of bearish at the moment. Best case scenario, like I say, $1 in my eyes. If you're a 1-inch user, how do you get on with it? Or if you were a past user and you've left, why did you leave? That's a better question. If you've used 1-inch a couple of times and you've not really used it again, why didn't you come back? Because actually, the team, that's the kind of information the team need to make the changes that are going to get the user base to improve. So let me know in the comments. And guys, look, we're in a bull cycle right now, and if you're not happy with the coins you own, or you don't own any cryptos, get onto copymycrypto.com. Just have a read through the site. That's the site I run where I share every single coin I own with my members. When I'm ready to buy or sell any coin, I tell my members the crypto that I'm going to be buying or selling and the price that I'm going to be buying or selling at. So my members get in and out of coins at the same price as me, and they'll make the same profit, but they won't have any work to do at all. Go onto my site, see some of the successes we've had, see the profits my members have made. These are all public record. You can go onto the old videos on this channel. You can verify everything that you read and that you watch and that you see. And if after doing that, you really like what you hear and you want to find out the coins I'm in, the ones I think are going to be the big winners of this bull cycle, all you have to do to find out about any of them is join up on the site. And if you do, I'll see you there. Otherwise, folks, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.